It's that brand new format smell. Make sure you guys smash the crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more Oz content. So it's my favorite time where I get to give my thoughts on the new format, and these are very, very early thoughts. Kongs is running an event right now. We'll get the opportunity to see, like actual tournament data coming out in the next couple of days. So that'll be something interesting to kind of see. I spent most of yesterday playtesting, which was with what was dubbed the worst Yummy player of all time. That doesn't really matter. Most of my time was put on Sky Striker. I actually got the chance to play this deck, and I gotta tell you, this card, the Magnificent Storming, draw 2, kick a quick play spell card out of your hand, is actually absurd. It helps Sky Striker actually become what feels like kind of a real deck right now. Especially post Doom and Dimensions. Like, the thing is, like, you have to factor, when you're looking at this format, you have to factor in Doom and Dimensions. You do not have a choice. I also want to be very clear. I have looked at Vanquish. I have pondered the orb for Vanquish. I have thought about how to play this deck, and losing double Rosin and double Stake Your Soul is such a punch in the face for that deck. It is so incredibly difficult to figure out how to, like, want to evolve the deck. Now, I mean, yes, we do get Nori soon. Maybe turning the deck into, instead of it being a Vanquish K9 deck, Vanquish starring some K9 cards. According to the Vanquish group, it's just going to be a K9 deck featuring Vanquish cards. So you do see a lot of that shift actually kind of happening in that dynamic. Now, I know a few people are going to be like, well, Robbie, Vanquish K9, it didn't need to die. Konami definitely looked at that deck and did not want it sticking around for the next couple of months. Now, that's kind of the thing, right? Like, Vanquish K9 just gridlocks really hard against Yummy. So it feels kind of like Konami's objective this format was to take out back and blow up Vanquish. But then, look guys, it's proxies. Oh my god, since people always ask, oh my god, how do you make your proxies? I print them out on a piece of paper. I never am going to understand that, but I think their idea was, let's take care of Vanquish. Yummy gets Marshmallow, but we're going to take Solemn Judgment away. I don't think a lot of people truly really realized that Solemn Judgment leaving the format was because of the way that this game has shifted over the last couple formats. We've really shifted into I'm going to board in a Solemn Judgment if I'm going first, because I can build my whole board, I can set Judgment, and then you're just able to kind of protect yourself from whatever board breaker or situation that your opponent's going to have to, do. Konami's logic with this list was, well, if we put Herald to 1, the ritual decks can still utilize it, and they can still make access to it, but we need to reduce the number of copies that Yummy's making, because, let's be honest, the minute that Yummy was making that second, negate, you were pissed. You were like, that was the thing that was making Yummy such a pain in the butt, it was their ability to tag into the second Herald during the next turn that they could grind out with, and it was just an overall not fun experience for anybody. If there's any question, I mean, Yummy's going to sit on the throne for probably this format. Now, I got to talk about Fiend Smith here. So, Fiend Smith really is just the TCG's, love child. If anybody is truly doubting that the TCG loves Fiend Smith, we just traded Moon of the Closed Heaven to bring back Lacrima which, oh no, like, how am I gonna... Fiend Smith combo. 2 level 4s makes Exoton Knight, which is full Fiend Smith combo. You've got the 2 3s that can make the rank 3 Djinn, and I think Armades is the level 5 Synchro that you can basically toggle with and work with. You have so many options. And yeah, losing Moon of the Closed Heaven was a blow. Alright, but it really... it took away a lot of the extra BS that you could have with Splash ability, because now you have to really work to get these pieces lined up. And I think Fiend Smith will still sit here in the format as a toolbox of things that players will play. I think Fiend Smith will probably be one of Rogue's biggest splashed packages throughout most of this format. That's what I've kind of come to the conclusion to realize, because the Lacrima is just too good of a card. Like, literally, that card expedites so much. And you already know, the minute that somebody gets Rex Tremendate for the first time, they're going to read that card and they're going to go, huh? What do you mean it's unaffected? That's not cool. You're going to have a lot of that level of interactions that are really going to be shocking people. And I don't know, man. I think that's just going to be crazy. Now, at the beginning of this video, I did say I have been playing Sky Striker. I honestly, being able to use Magnificent Sight Trance combined with a chained linkage to put a 0 on the field to get 3 spells in the grave during the draw phase. Yeah, by the way, this is all quick play. So you activate the quick play, and then you chain linkage, and then you'll get the draws, you'll discard, you'll bring out 0 off of linkage, you'll search for an engage. Your opponent's not drawing you in the draw phase. It's the fact that you can do all of that basically set up to ensure that you'll get 1 engage search. And that's a pretty devastating thing. Especially when that deck is already snowballing advantage. It's really, really good. The fact that, we now have that set up, and also we can play obviously Black Oat Laughs is our thrust target to go into. By the way, this deck still has maximum thrust value, which is stupid, by the way. I cannot believe that Sky Striker got basically left untouched in that department. It definitely is going to be a time to see what Sky Striker can do. Now, I've definitely not learned all the combos. I'm definitely not the Sky Striker player I was back in 2019. The deck definitely takes a lot more time to kind of figure out. But, with how everything has initially been set up now, I like the deck a lot. I do like this format a lot. I think it's mainly because it's fresh. We got to bring back new pieces. I think Yummy's going to skew a lot of things. You've also got to see, how the K9 variants are going to work, because there's a lot of K9. There's a lot that K9 is going to be able to interact with in this format. And that's, I think, one of the more interesting concepts that you've got going on in the background here is, how much K9 is really going to, need time to figure out who's going to go with what, and how are we going to see these concepts kind of develop. Those are all the major things that I'm excited for, honestly. Doom of Dimensions doesn't feel like the most exciting set. I mean, I guess to be fair, we're still missing like 10, 14 cards from Doom of Dimensions. If Spoon is in the set, I mean, that does possibly make a little bit of a difference. But those are going to be questions we won't be able to answer until Monday. And I don't really even think those 14 cards are going to make that much of a difference. Carmelia, on the other hand, would make me a happy Sky Striker main. That's for sure. So, how are you guys looking at this? Especially 24 hours later, you've had the chance to get off the emotional roller coaster, and we've had a chance to kind of digest this. So please, comment down below. Tell me what you guys think, and I'll see your beautiful faces back here later today, guys. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.